I was at work one evening and I was approached by a lady who was dining in our restaurant, and she asked me if I would like to do a makeover. She said she saw a lot of potential and I was very keen for the idea.
In my profession, I'm always on the lookout for a good makeover, and I just saw incredible potential in her that she hadn't even begun to tap into.
I went through a very messy divorce about 3 years ago. We've been totally estranged, doesn't really have anything to do with his kids or with me, and yeah, it's tough being a single mum.
She's lovely. I feel that she's had a very hard life. She's gone through a divorce, she's looking after 3 kids on a waitress's salary, and I think that comes across in her face. You can see that she's just battling a little bit, but she's very positive, she's incredibly strong, and I think she's going to make a wonderful makeover candidate.
I just knew that we could develop her self-confidence and just help her become happier in who she was, just by knowing that she was looking her best.
I just want to get a bit more confidence, and I think that I will get it, knowing how to do my makeup properly and what clothes to wear and how to enhance what I have.
We've just seen people change, their lives change, new job opportunities come, relationships improved, because the person now learns to love themselves, learns that they can look beautiful and gorgeous. But we get to the core of who they are and we enhance them. We never just take what we like and put onto the person.
So we're going to be doing a colour analysis and then a figure analysis to assess what body shape you are, teach you what styles to wear to create the illusion of a perfect figure. Your eyes will tell us how much intensity of colour you can wear. Your skin tone and hair tone are going to tell us whether you've got cool or warm undertones.
We've always got to assess whether somebody has cool or warm undertones. So we use comparison drapes, the summer and the spring, then the autumn and the winter. We've got to put hundreds of drapes onto people to assess whether their colours are warm or cool. You'll find often the hairdressers will just put a piece of gold or a piece of silver on. It's not enough. We have to work with a huge variety of colours to assess whether the person has warm or cool tones.
I wear a lot of black, very casual, very relaxed, just very plain Jane, and I wear a little bit of makeup for work.
Well, makeup's very important for a woman, and I think a lot of women don't know how to do it, and that's why they end up not wearing makeup. For Charmaine, she needs to steer clear of pink completely because her skin throws out a lot of pink. So everything we do with her makeup needs to counteract that, and all the earthy tones for her makeup is what Charmaine needs to use. It can range from corals, oranges, rusts. She can go for a more neutral browny tone if she wanted to, if she didn't want something too bright, but she has to steer clear of pinks and purples and mauves and any of those tones because it's going to enhance pink on her skin.
Does look really different.
Probably a lot more makeup than you're used to, but remember, this is a special occasion makeup.
So rather than black in future, these lovely earthy tones on you.
And there's loads of these colours in the shops at the moment.
Right.
Putting the after drapes on once we've done her makeup just shows her the completed look that we're going for. We're going for a flow and a harmony from head to toe. We don't want her hair to clash with her makeup, to clash with her clothing. We need to get her hair to the right autumn colours. That's going to complement the makeup, and as a result that's going to complement the clothing.
Clothing-wise, she has a pretty good figure already, but we do need to broaden her shoulders very slightly. Be careful not to broaden her hips or her thighs because she can carry a bit of extra weight there. We're going to shorten her body, we're going to lengthen her legs, and she's going to be pretty easy to dress because she actually does have quite a good figure type as it is.
Don't stop.
We do shopping sprees a couple of times a week with every shape and size that you can imagine. So Charmaine was actually a pleasure. She was so easy because she has a beautiful little figure.
It did cross my mind that this is the first time she's probably ever been taken on a shopping spree, or at least for the last couple of years. She's been so focused on her kiddies and providing for them and putting all her resources into schooling and putting food on the table that I don't think she's ever had a chance to go and just spend money on herself. So it's a new experience for her, and I think it's got its positives and negatives, because on one hand it's amazing and it's exciting, but at the same time it's probably incredibly daunting as well.
She has a natural romantic clothing personality, and so we try to enhance that. We try to get to the core of who she is and not put what we like onto her. And so the natural, we're probably going to put her in some jeans, and she wears jeans well because she has a natural side to her. And then the top that we've chosen for her is probably going to be slightly softer and more romantic, just to enhance who she is. She's not ever going to feel comfortable in anything very fitted or structured, anything height of fashion. It's just not her, and the secret of a good makeover is to get to the core of who the person is and just enhance that.
Don't stop, come on.
The tattoos, obviously it's her, and she has a story behind her tattoos, and there's a reason why she's got them.
I got my first tattoo when I was 14 years old. Desire to be different, a love for art. Yeah, I just have a love for them.
I'm not going to choose things for her outfit that's going to reveal a lot of the tattoos. I don't want the focus to be on her tattoos. I want the focus to be on Charmaine and her beauty and her loveliness that's going to shine through.
It's a pity because there were some dresses that looked absolutely stunning on her and really showed off her figure, but it wouldn't necessarily be the best because then the focus would be on the tattoos. So we had to find outfits that kind of covered up a little bit but still showed off her figure type.
This is whack. Just to prove a point. Hold this. Let me show you. Now the argument starts.
Well, I think Mom and I represent two different generations. Mom represents the older generation, I represent the younger generation.
It's just amazing because we're actually very similar in personality. We're both headstrong, feisty, opinionated.
That is white. That is broken white. I will go into cream and white.
So you'd think we would clash badly, but we actually work really well together. We have our fights, we have our arguments.
That's beige. No, that's beige. No. Hold the white. Oh my gosh, you have a colour problem. You should get your eyes tested.
And cream.
Okay, that's broken white. That is beige, cream, and white.
I'm not saying we don't have our fights. We definitely do. Slight disagreements here and there.
But we get over them pretty quickly. We both say what's on our mind.
But I think that adds to the whole dynamic of a mother-daughter relationship and working together, so it's great.
It looks great.
It doesn't look great. It's far too short for her. If she was 20 years old, it would be a different story. Don't you agree?
But she's going to look 20.
No. Everything hinges on the hair, really. When a person's hair is right, the right colour, the right style for their face, they're going to look like $1 million, whether they're wearing makeup or not. Choosing the clothing and everything is important, but getting the hair right is vital. And Grant understanding what we are trying to put across is absolutely vital. If we miss that connection of communication, it could land up as a disaster.
Grant is brilliant at what he does because he understands colour so well. He is receptive to the fact that we work with warm and cool tones, which is important to Mum and I. He's also open to hearing what Mum and I have to say about a makeover, so he understands that we need all of our input to make a makeover great. And he's sweet and he's humble and he just does his job brilliantly.
Well, working with Faye and Megan is really an absolute honor to start with. But let me tell you that it's also a great challenge. Putting yourself in a situation whereby you are now no longer really in control. It's not just between you and the client. Now there's a third party involved. So it definitely makes it a little more challenging. but I enjoy every minute of it. I think the fact that they are having these difference of opinions just adds flavor to the whole experience for the client, and gives me an opportunity really just to kind of level the playing fields and really take note and really listen well to exactly what it is it's going to take to please all three of them.
I know, I promise you she's going to look harsh and bored.
The argument was about how dark Charmaine's hair should go. I tend to have this idea that with a makeover we want something extremely different, like black and white. So I was suggesting that we maybe take Charmaine quite a few shades darker than her natural colour. Mom suggested that we stick with something a little bit lighter.
And I just feel that would have been a bit harsh on Charmaine. Megan's great with the style and she's good with colour, but because I've been doing the colour for 26 years, it's my forte, so I don't like her intruding on my area. But I just do feel that darker would have been harsh on Charmaine and would have aged her. So I preferred just a tone lighter, which I think is going to be more flattering on her. And Megan will love it. She'll love it in the end.
You don't mind what we do to you?
At the moment, Charmaine's hair is just dragging. She's never done anything to it, she hasn't coloured it, it's just grown into this long, unkept style.
And she's got beautiful features, she's got lovely cheekbones, and it really aged her, just long and middle parting.
So we've given it a new edge, a new direction, something really exciting, but also, just respecting the kind of person that she is. She appears to be quite sort of laid back, so we don't want to go with anything too high fashion or edgy. Something that's natural, and I think that's pretty. I think, pretty is sort of the key element that we want to work with. With Charmaine's haircut, I'm working with a soft graduation, so it's a gentle build-up of weight through the back of the head, and then just extending the front area. She's got this quite a soft, pretty, almost curl to her hair. So we're working with these quite defined, sort of short towards the back and longer towards the front, which is quite popular today. I believe that it's going to affect her so positively, because she is going to essentially be the same person, but she's actually going to beam out an energy where people are going to want to look at her. They're going to make more direct eye contact. They're going to really find her more attractive.
Well, I have to eat my words, because the lighter hair actually worked well. In fact, it came out quite a lot darker than we thought it would, and Grant was right. He said with finer hair, it always does come out a little bit darker than you'd like it to. So I think we chose the right colour, and sorry, Mom.
You want my address? I'll give you my address.
Well, she's in quite a dramatic look, actually. We stretched her out of her comfort zone a little bit, and she's in quite a dramatic jacket and scarf, and quite a dramatic hairstyle, and it's really working for her.
They work so well because it's complementing her skin tone. Obviously she has the warm undertones in her skin, and we needed to bring that through in the clothing and the hair and the makeup. You can see we've used all the bronzy, earthy tones, rust, a bit of leopard print with a touch of black. Even though black's not her colour, it's alright because it's brought in just a tiny bit in the scarf, and it just complements her natural colouring so well.
You want my address? I'll give you my address.
Pictures don't lie, and she's extremely photogenic.
She's a natural. She's an absolute natural, and I know how hard it is because I've been there on that side of the camera so many times before, and I know it's difficult. And to do it for the first time, to not have any experience in this field, she just stood there and honestly rocked it. She's always taking a risk, but I think Charmaine has such natural beauty about her as well. She has beautiful high cheekbones, she has all the features that we're looking for, and I think Mom is always able to find a makeover and imagine what she's going to look like in the after shoot before she's even started.
Honestly, I'm just blown away. I think I'm so delighted with the whole look.
I'll give you my address.
It's been a lot of fun. Don't think they're going to recognize me. I think it looks awesome. Very happy.
I hope this changes her life. I hope it's not just a one-off shoot and she goes back to her normal life before. I hope that this impacts into the rest of her life, her job, her relationships, everything.